we live?
Yes.
So weird. On my mobile, I can't see that we're live, but it shows here we have 54 eyeballs. So
Yes,
I
we're
guess we are.
online for 2 minutes.
Oh, we've been live for 2 minutes.
Yes.
Cool, cool. All right, all right. Let's just warm up a little bit. Maybe some people are still jumping in, but
Yeah.
give it a minute. How do we play music on here?
Ooh.
Let's just give it a countdown. All right, and we're live. So I think this is one of the first time we've done a live stream about product updates and generally the company. We did one some time ago with Charlotte, one of our creators, but I thought this is a more engaging format. I like Twitter Spaces, but this way it seems that you can see our faces. You know, we're not just an NFT profile pic. I see there's comments already. Stack General, GM. I remember you. He's been around since 2021. So, yep.
Really?
Yeah, he's an OG. All right, so maybe we'll give a quick introduction who we are, what the company is, and for those of you that don't know who we are, we'll tell you about the product and how we started and etc. And then we'll get into the main bread and butter of today's live stream, which is our upcoming roadmap and the ambassador program, along with I think what most people are most interested in, our new tokenomics. So my name is Leon, founder at Wink. Some of you might remember Wink as Only One. We've been around since 2021, but at first we're an NFT project. We help NFTs launch with our launchpad, but we since have pivoted into what we generally call Web3 OnlyFans on Solana. So personally, have a biotech background, and now I run an adult company. What about you, Mayu? How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm great, thank you.
I'm Mayu Manson. I'm now head of marketing. What the title is? But I'm a creator actually. Started in April this year, I think, and then started as a creator, but now I'm working for more like a marketing side, or especially for Japanese market. Nice to meet
Nice.
you. Yeah.
Well, how do you say it? Nice to meet you in Japanese again.
Yoroshiku. Yeah. Please,
Yoroshiku.
yoroshiku.
Well, I'm glad you replied to my DM back then. So I mean, you first joined our platform as a creator, and then we're like, we're looking for someone that understands this platform, understands Japanese, and can speak English and crypto, and that's such a small niche.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to find someone exactly like that. So I'm like, okay, I gotta DM her, and I'm glad it ended up not in your request inbox. So thank you for joining.
Yeah, yeah.
So
For
yeah,
invite.
let's jump straight into it. Let's
Yeah.
bring back the slides. So yeah, like I said, today's all about the roadmap and the ambassador program. And first, we'll spend a few minutes on what we're doing and why we do it. So um, the censorship issue is really a big problem in the adult space, and I think in general right now, like Visa, Mastercard is literally on a rampage, banning a lot of different companies, even touching slightly the NSFW space. And in the adult content social platform niche, which includes things like OnlyFans, obviously, but also Fansly, Fantia, and there's a lot of smaller niche websites, even FeedFinder, right? So a lot of them are starting to get banned by payment processors and the banking system because to a lot of these, I guess, higher ups and managements in the banking industry, they don't really like to process high risk payments. And I must admit that in this industry, there probably are a slightly higher amount of bad actors, right? But it's all about moderation. It's all about keeping the users safe. And we're very proud on a lot of systems that we built to prevent any bad action from happening on the website. But essentially, we're helping a lot of these creators that are debanked find a place where they can safely transact on the platform. And I'll show you what I mean by this. One of the some people say funny, but like it's kind of a sad event, which is Bella Delphine famously did a live stream to sell her bathwater, and she sold $90,000 worth through PayPal. And PayPal decided to just say, hey, you know what? That's unethical business, right? They have a very vague terms of use, and they just said, you know what? I'm not going to give you that money. And you can see that tweet right here. Even Patreon has a lot of payout and subscription cancellation issues when it comes to creators, because some creators on Patreon are also in the space that some banks don't find very appealing. Um, Wish Tender is another one. It's one of the biggest tipping website that got shut down last year because Stripe suddenly changed their terms and condition to basically say, hey, no more adult content, and they just kind of went under. And this is happening right now with a lot of other platforms, right, as well. Like in Japan, Fantia is the biggest one. I think they have 30 million monthly active users. And a couple months ago, or maybe almost a few months ago, they started to not allow you to use Visa MasterCard. So international fans can no longer pay Japanese creators on their biggest payment site, right? And this basically cut off the entire market. And I think a lot of us know, like Japan is one of the biggest exporter for this kind of content and creators. There's a big demand there. So right now, a lot of creators are actually trying to find new ways to make income, which is why we're trying to really focus on the Japan market as well. Even OnlyFans is not immune to this sort of censorship. Back in 2021, they announced that they shut down adult content on their site, which is kind of insane. But they got it back, probably with some under the table deal. We don't know, so I can't speak too much on it. But this is happening very rapidly in the past few months, and this is one of the bigger problems that I think crypto is basically made to solve. If anything, crypto started off as a P2P payment, as original as the Bitcoin white paper back in the day. So in short, creators need a P2P payment system which are very censorship resistant, reliable, meaning they can always own the money that they made, and it needs to be fast. So in a way, this is what we do now is impossible a couple years ago because of the lack of faster blockchain, the throughput is slow, and also the friction when it comes to onboarding is actually extremely bad back in the day. Like you don't even have wallet abstraction, right? Back in a few years ago. So now I think it's no time better than now to have a company that actually try to tackle this problem for the mainstream consumer market. And the mainstream consumer market in Web3, I think, is actually a very small piece of the pie right now, because most users are still, basically using crypto for making numbers go up, buying coins. I mean, I love that. I do that too. But I think it's about time we have real consumer applications that are Web3 based. And that's why we're here. So, to put it in one sentence, we are a content subscription site with trustless payments and a very powerful CRM tool, which we'll get into later. And this is all to help one thing. Our mission is to help creators make money safely and efficiently, right? And this is how a lot of the creators on our site have already made a lot of money. And one of the more famous example for those of you that are in Web3 is, for example, Jaylene. She sold a few membership passes worth 250 Solana each. And I think that was a very memeable event. And we still work together with Jaylene. So here are some quick numbers, right? I mean, we're still relatively a small startup company, but we did process over $4 million worth of fan payments. And compared to a lot of DeFi protocols, this might not seem like a massive number, right? But all of this spending happened because users want to buy content, not because they wanted to flip a coin or wanted to trade an NFT on speculation. But this is real consumers paying real creators for content, which we're very, very proud of. Over 200 creators have KYC'd that have made money. We do verify every creator, even though Web3 usually is synonymous with permissionless, but it doesn't mean it's lawless. And we take safety very seriously, so we do verify every creator, and we make sure that they're over 18, they're not in jurisdictions that are banned, and that they have consented to basically selling content, right? Roughly 50K MAU by unique IP, not by wallet addresses. If it's by wallet addresses, then it's basically easily farmed. And this processed over 5,000 transactions from fan to creators. And some highlighted example here, just to give you a bit more details on the more atomic level. Jaylene made over 150K. Angelina, who's our first creator actually. Did you notice that?
Well, the first one, I didn't know that.
Yeah, like I actually, well,
Oh,
we pivoted into this. Like I cold DM'd her for maybe like almost 6 months, and I'm sure her
oh,
inbox is like so full, so it took a while to get to her. But she's happy. She quit OnlyFans since then, and now she's basically making money here. So that's always good. And then there's also yourself, obviously,
hmm.
and this is all on the blockchain. So I think um, it's public information.
Yeah, it is.
So maybe you can take the mic a little bit and
Mhm.
explain some of the features that we have.
Yeah, of course. So first one, I think like we have four features to introduce you guys. First one is gonna be the semi-fungible token membership passes. So as a creator, we can set up four passes for each account, and you can make very expensive one to the cheap one. So you can make some like lines of the membership, and you can change what they want. They will get for the each passes. That is the membership passes, the very big feature of us. And the second will be the mass messages and the pay-per-view.
Uh,
Oh,
Before we
sorry.
get there, I think it's worth mentioning that the reason why we made these into semi-fungible tokens is because it's actually also tradable.
Yeah.
So you could technically launch a membership pass for 100 users, and they could also speculate on the prices for this. And we might be doing something with like token and these passes in the future for yes, well, stay tuned for more, but yeah, go on, Mayu.
Oh no, I just like realized that I was checking the whole pass holders on mine, and I realized like one person has several passes for each range of the passes. So I think like they're like they want to sell on the market to make it like a, because they can make it sold out, then they can sell it more the higher prices. So like that's also like a fun feature for the users, not like just buying passes for the contents, but you can also make money with like buying passes and selling the passes. That's also like very nice feature, and it's also unique. um, yeah, go on to the mass messages and pay per view. Mass messages is more like for the creator who wants to sell more sales on the platform, and you can set up some contents to say. It's also like possible to say just say hi, but for many people all in once. So that's also a very nice feature. And pay per
Hmm.
view, that's the I think that's the most of the sales going to move, and you can set up like some custom if you shoot some custom content for a specific person, and you can sell the price that you want. And I think most of the sales on these adult platform is more like custom contents, like for example, the create or more like a very for me especially like a hangout contents, and they want to see in personally, or like they want us to like call their name. So that's gonna be the premium contents, and we can charge more money for those like special contents, and we can set it as a pay-per-view.
Yeah, essentially, buying passes gives you access to creators' content and exclusive messages such as this. Like you could mass message your fans with
Mm,
things like crypto alpha as well. It doesn't have to be adult content in nature.
yeah. And the third feature is chat notes. As if you have many like fans, sometimes it's pretty hard to remember all the people's information. But there's a feature of the notes, so like I can put their nickname, their background, or like their even their birthdays, and make a note so you can remember who that was more easily. That's also a nice feature. And the final one is the media vault, and you can upload your contents at one time. So most of the time, we're like pretty busy doing chat with the fans, so there's no time to like set up the content. But if I could do the upload at once, like once in a week. I'm going to upload many contents, and in that week, I just need to like select the photos or videos that I wanted to send it to the fans, and that's it. We can do it with this media bot, so like it's more easier to handle my content and send it to the fans.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically a Google Drive within the
Yeah,
site
yeah, yeah.
where, yeah,
But
we spent a lot of time on this actually.
it's very easy to use because you can just like select and set the price and send it to all of the fans. So it's a very nice feature actually.
Cool. So that's some of the features that we highlighted. Obviously, there's more, but we wanted to spend a bit more time on what's coming, what's new. Probably that's why some of us are here. So we named our update Tsunami because some of you might remember the old updates, starting with the one in end of 2023 was called Flow because we focus on payment flow, user flow, and that kind of stuff. And then the last one was called Wave, which stood for some features, and Tsunami because we're going to Japan and it's also water themed, so why not? It's just a cool little name. And we'll get started with tokenomics. I think tokenomics is something that we probably should have focused a little bit earlier, but we basically wanted to make sure that the platform is very usable for our creators and fans before we focus too much, right? Whoop, let's share a comment. Thank you, Cody Code. Um, yeah, so we wanted to make sure the platform is very usable, it allows creators to make money before we focus too much on tokenomics, because I think too many Web3 protocols, like they basically are just building a token engine, but then it's the end user experience delivered, right? So we wanted to flip that script and focus on helping users first. But I think it's about time we put the focus back into the token as well as helping creators and users. So first things first, we have three main new ways to encourage users to actually hold like token. And the first one is what we call Solana Baddies. It's going to be our first season of basically a point system where users can farm points by sharing a creator's link on Twitter or on X. They can, for example, generate a unique link for my use account, share it on X, and then the more impression, comment, repost it gets, the more points Mayu and that user will get. And at the end of the season, the amount of points you have will correlate with the amount of reward you get. But here's the kicker. In order to get more points, basically a multiplier, you want to hold like first. So if you hold more like, you earn more points when you're doing the social farming. And this way, what it means is if a user wants to help their platform grow and get more attention, they would also want to be a holder first. And I think that is probably quite bullish, at least from my perspective. And I think this will also help a lot of creators get more attention on Twitter. Essentially, this is a decentralized advertising platform where users can share creators' link and they all win at the end. So we're gonna have a lot more details on this, so stay tuned. This will go live within 1 to 2 months, and this should be live in November. And secondly, finally, we have like payments. So a lot of our community, because the truth is some of our community of holders are not also a user and they want to see more like being utilized on the platform. So right now we took a page off of Binance, and Binance is taking all the attention right now, basically. Not too much of a BNB user, but I think a lot of DeFi stuff is happening over there with Aster. So on Binance, if you hold BNB and you if you pay the trading fee with BNB token, you get a 25% discount on the trading fees. The same thing will be happening here, where if you pay with like, you get a 25% discount on the fees. So if there's going to be more users and these users want to be using the platform with a cheaper price, they would all want to hold like in their wallet. So this way, it encourages more utility for like. It also encourages potentially more buy pressure, but NFA. So we want to tie the platform's growth with the token as well, and not just focusing on revenue, but maybe it's time for like holders to also benefit from our platform. And finally, the 0% fee creator partnership program. So, hello. Um,
I
I think I
wait.
think I think he tried to say wink.
Wait. I wait.
Yeah, so basically creators that hold a more substantial amount of like token, we see them as part owners of the platform, and therefore they would also be enjoying 0% fee. So they would make 100% of what they sell, which is non-existent in any other platform similar to ours, right? On OnlyFans, you pay 20%, on Patreon is maybe 12.5, and on Twitch is 50%. So on here, if you also are a like holder, you're a creator, then you make 100% of what you sell. Yeah, maybe Mayu will be interested in being one of the partners here as well.
Yeah, I would love to be like Solana Buddies though. I love the name.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We saw a different name similar to this earlier, and we thought
Oh,
that's pretty cool.
yeah, I think
Um,
so too. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, there's gonna be, it's basically a beauty pageant where a lot of creators will be competing, and there will be a ranking system.
Mm.
So it will be fun. It will be fun, and hopefully all the people that farm it will also hold like token first, so that they get more points. So, key summary, like helps the platform and creators grow. Holding likes help users get a discount and also get more points for the farming. And a limited amount of creator who holds more like will enjoy 0% fee on the platform. And also, it's not part of the article, but platform fee will be also used to buy back the token. So the token is heavily tied to the platform's performance. And how do we improve the platform's performance? We have quite a few features coming up as well, and we have a few that you can preview right now in this PowerPoint. But before we move on, just a quick reminder, the token is not just available on DEXs. We're also on HTX, KuCoin, Gate, MEXC, Ascendex, and quite a few more exchanges, just to make it a bit more accessible. So first feature we want to demo is finally analytics. So we basically built our own dashboard, because why should we point our users to Dune or whatever when we can make our own, right? Beautifully animated. Great job on our dev team. And you can visualize your earnings. You can see it in different time frames. You can export your earnings if you wanted to report text or something. And we'll be also shipping more um, granular detail for analytics later on as well. For example, breaking down your fans into geography, and also time they spend, and how much they spend in what kind of content, broadcast analytics, etc. But for now, we're just going to focus on earnings as the MVP. Content scheduler. So this is basically a Typefully or whatever scheduler you use. Creators can schedule content directly on the website. So a lot of creators tend to focus on producing content in a day and scheduling them, so that they can, focus on chatting or maybe other things in life. So now we can allow users to do that, and not just with posts, but also with mass message and private messages as well. So you can schedule a GM, you can schedule a broadcast, and you can also edit them after if you want to change it. So pretty useful stuff for a creator. And again, this is a creator feature. And also, we are launching a full Japanese version of the website, as long as a new landing page, because as we're talking to more creators in Japan, we realize that English is not the simplest way to get in touch with them. And Google Translate doesn't really do a good job. So thanks to Mayu, we have the entire website translated to Japanese. And this way, creators can actually navigate their way around. And in the future, probably, we're going to have AI translation for user-generated content as well. Because for those of you that don't know, Japanese is not that simple. You have the formal version. Maybe it's different if you're speaking to a friend, to a professional, to someone older, younger, right? So we don't want to rely on just right-click Google Translate. Go Japan. Mayu for the win. Call her Mayu. There you
Mayu,
go, everybody. Say
why
GM
you?
to Mayu.
Why
Wait.
you?
Oh, why? Oh, I just saw that. Call her Wayu. Sounds a bit like Wagyu.
Yeah, as long it's expensive, that's okay.
It's not expensive. You are expensive. And then So as at this page right now, maybe you can't read it, but it's our new events page where we're going to have ongoing events, seasonal events, and even weekly events. For example, weekly sign-ins to do XYZ to earn some points or other types of reward. Maybe it will be badges, maybe it will be USDC, maybe it will be the token, who knows? But we are able to host a lot more events, maybe even things like Halloween costume contests or weekly sign-ins or the social farming will be here as well. And finally, referral. So referral is one of the key ways these type of platform grow. And we sort of postponed it because we wanted to build out all the other features first. And I think we're finally ready. Referral works very simply by if I refer a creator using my unique link, I would make 5% of what they make over the next 12 months. So if I refer Mayu and she makes $1 million over the next 12 months, I get 5% of 1 million. And this all happens, of course, again on Solana. And this makes everything a lot simpler. And we don't have to have a banking payout. Anyone can participate. You don't need to KYC for being a referrer. So that's, oh, there's one more, a smaller but fun feature where you can send sticker tips. And this is a very popular feature on live streaming sites like 17, UpLive, I think even on TikTok. It's just much simpler to ask for a chocolate than $5, right? If you're like, hey, send me $5 and I'll do this and that, it's easier to say, hey, send me a chocolate, right? And we can also later on have a leaderboard on most amount of chocolate received or like Lambos or whatever. Maybe even customized stickers, like you can make one for Wagyu or something.
Oh, that's
Um,
nice.
yeah. So I think that's most of the features down. We will save some time at the end for questions if there's any, but I also want to spend just a couple minutes on the ambassador program, which we're going to push maybe in a few hours. It's a popular thing nowadays for crypto projects to have ambassadors where they would represent the project, help amplify any marketing messages, be part of the community, and of course, be part of the team. So we're launching this ambassador program in a couple hours where you can apply, and we'll be selecting first maybe a handful, maybe 5 or to 10 ambassador max. And it's application based; it will be on rolling basis, where ambassadors will be added to our internal group chats. We'll tell them basically the announcements we're going to make and then help us amplify these. And at the end of every month, the ambassadors will also be rewarded. So they would need to also put ambassador at TriWing on their Twitter account. And yeah, hopefully this way will help us grow and amplify more on Twitter. We definitely want to get more exposure, not just in the Web2 space, not just creators to their fan, but let more Web3 communities know about what we do here, our mission. And I think Ambassador Program is a great way to do it. So stay tuned for that. I wish to see more applications. Definitely hope to see those of you in the chat to join as well. So I think that's most of it, right? Is there any question? I see one. Okay, what about like auction on the platform? So here's a question. What about having like token auctions on the platform for a certain item with a very small burn tax for participants? Do you mean certain items like from a creator? Like a creator can auction their camera and users can auction it with like? I mean, we did build a bidding system before for NFT, so I don't think that's actually difficult to do. Like, Mayu, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm not sure like how we can use it as a nice feature.
Hmm. Well, think about that. Thanks for the suggestion, Rob. Dexter.soul, nice SNS domain. I'm Leon.soul, nice to meet you. When live games between creator, just like on TikTok. Ooh, live games. So before live games, I think live stream is one of the things that we're already looking at. And we didn't talk about it on this stream, but it's in at the end of the article. We are thinking about Omegle. I don't know if you guys know Omegle. Omegle is like, I mean, if you're older than 30, you'll remember it as Chat Roulette or nowadays as Monkey.app. Like, there hasn't been a web-free version. Maybe we'll build something like that, and it'll allow creators to do live stream one-on-one, and you can switch to the next person every time. And maybe we can do a lot of like crypto native features there as well. Like maybe you can Omegle pitch your token to anyone on your stream and live and stream that on Twitter as well. Or maybe there can be a predictions market for two traders doing trading live stream as well. So yeah, live games for sure. More applicable to today's narrative on crypto, I think. Maybe even trading specific live stream. Definitely thinking about that, and we have the capacity to do it. It's just a matter of how exactly are we going to build it. If we just build a simple live stream on Wink for creators to make money from fans, it might not be as, I mean, it's cool and people get it, but we want to do something more groundbreaking. Any more questions?
Go Japan!
Go
Yay!
Japan.
Cody Code!
Okay, if there's no more question, we could end the stream a little early. It's been 30 minutes. For the live auction, creators on OnlyFans sell a bunch of random she. Auctioning sounds more fun.
Mm.
If you want to do something groundbreaking, let's start with a basic website. What do you mean by basic website? It's not basic at all already. How do you see marketing evolve to increase awareness? So onboarding creators from Web 2 to Web 3, I think it's something that a lot of projects talk about, right? Like onboarding the next 1 million mainstream users, right? I think the reality is actually a little bit trickier because if you go to a Web2 creator and be like decentralization, crypto, blockchain, instant finality, right? Proof of history, all that stuff. They don't get it. They don't want to know about it. They just want to know that your app fixes a problem that they have. And right now, the problem we're solving for creators is that a lot of them cannot get paid. If you're a creator in Japan, you have earnings in OnlyFans. You can basically, you cannot withdraw your money, right? And that will never happen on our website. Even if a meteor strikes and the Wink website is completely shut down, every creator will still have access to all their money, and no other company can say the same thing. And I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think that's very cool. And also, like, Japanese people are pretty much hard to use the platform in abroad because they are not like super good at English. So I think if we could prepare the Japanese version of Wink, I think they can get more easily go into the market in abroad and can make more money.
Yeah, and we just went to XBiz, right? It's a adult conference. Surprisingly, oh, I shouldn't say surprisingly, but it's a much more it's a very professional conference. When I go to crypto conferences, I've been to Breakpoint 4 times. I've been to Token, Korea Blockchain Week, all that. There's a lot more parties, a lot more drinking happening, but like
Mhm.
at that conference, everyone was like locked in, right?
Yeah.
And we actually made a few partnerships, and we'll announce them later. A lot of them are also creator agencies. So a lot of creators will be joining the platform, but we told them to hold off until we have, for example, the Japanese version of the website before they onboard their Japanese users, right? Um, and so awareness of the platform, on one hand, for creators is about onboarding their managers, onboarding the creators, DMing them, all that stuff. And a lot of them are going to join very, very soon. And for growing the token, which I think some of you are probably more focused on, is also partnering with Web3 companies. So there's a few conversations happening right now that we're going to announce later as well, where we will integrate other Web3 protocols to do co-marketing, to help integration, make user experience even more seamless. Um, Things all the way to do with identity, to payments, to other consumer apps as well. Mark say from asteroid impact. Yeah, maybe we should make that a meme. When meteor strikes, users still have all their funds. No other company can say that. Not one. When like Moon, no financial advice, but we are probably the leading Web3 OF type platform. And I think consumer Web3 space is going to only grow. Right now, I think it's still very Web3 to Web3 native, right? Most users are using Web3 because they want to pump a token, they want to buy some kind of DeFi stuff, but actual penetration into the mainstream markets, right? It's not that off. It's not that common. We don't see any Web3 Uber. We don't see Web3 Amazon. We kind of see a Web3 Google Map from Hive Mapper. I love what they do, but I think in a year or two, real consumer apps used by real users are going to be more of us in the spotlight. And I think at that point, if our platform is one of the main characters, then it should do well for like as well. The dinosaurs should have bought like. They should have. Cool. Yeah. All right. Mayu, any last words?
Buy my pass.
Buy Mayu's pass. Go to w.ink/Mayu. Buy her
It's
pass.
and
DM her.
we can communicate on this.
I really want to like show the app on live, but it's we want to keep it safe. We want to
Yeah,
keep it
yeah, we
rated
will get in trouble.
PG.
Yeah,
So
so
go check it out. Wait, I
yeah,
think make I can create a banner.
nah,
Visit
it's okay.
wing
Talk to you
slash
soon. They're
slash
like
mine.
possibly like will be my fans as well. So
There you go.
ah,
Everyone, visit that link. DM her, follow her, buy her pass. Right. She'll reply you after the stream, hopefully.
Mhm.
Cool. If there's no other question, then we'll probably wrap it up here. Lux, thank you so much. We're doing our best here. A lot of work is happening on the product front. A lot of work is happening on the marketing front, and we'll keep doing what we do. If there's any new exciting things, we'll let you guys know. And always stay tuned on our social media, turn notifications on, be part of our community, etc. Dexter, his friends. I'm bored damn saying that out loud. Well, now you said that out loud.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
thank you.
should introduce us.
Thank you. We do have a referral code soon. We could do it manually already, so let me know. All right, then. We'll call it a wraps here. Thank you guys for joining. Let's fucking go. How do you get an outro music? There's no outro music.
See you guys.
See you guys. Bye bye.
Bye.